You going there live?
I just went live.
You
Smile,
just
say hi.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey.
The microphone picked you up just fine.
Oh my goodness.
You're sitting right next to it, technically. It's literally like 2 inches away from the phone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, there's nobody watching.
Oh, there you go. Watch now. Yeah, that's me.
So when that counter goes to 1, that would be you.
I got a delay.
Of course, yeah. There's like a 30-second delay.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I watched it on my TV too. In fact, I'm usually like my first subscriber. Well, no, actually, Mike usually beats me to it. And I always know Mike is in the room because I get a thumbs up, and then a second later, I get a viewer. And that's always Mike. He always thumbs first.
Well, I won't do anything inappropriate.
Yeah, don't get all freaky on me now. I hope you don't have a pole bolted to the ceiling in that room. I'm just kidding. I would never expect you to do that. I think that's...
Hey, do you have a pole?
What?
You should invent a pole.
I just don't think it's necessary.
I'm just kidding. Even though...
Pole dancing? You know, it's just like...
We'll have to check it out someday. We'll talk about that.
It's the same reason I don't like strip clubs. There's no reason to go look at a hamburger you can't eat when you got a steak at home.
Right.
That's my outlook on strip clubs. Plus, if I go to the local one, they didn't invite me to the high school reunion because they thought I'd burn the building down. So I don't want to meet the rest of the girls I went to high school with.
There you go. That's fine.
Because I know 3 that work there were what we used to call the couch crew. The girls who sat right next to the coach's desk on this old E250 freaking unbolted seat that came out of the back of a passenger van and sit there right next to the coach looking all pretty all day. And they didn't have to walk track. They didn't have to work out. No, they were the couch crew. Yeah, 3 out of 4 are working in a strip club now.
Well, it's okay.
Guess you should have tried to learn something to be intelligent. Mike, what's up? I know it is an odd conversation. Especially because we're having it live, and she's also watching the delay. We've been talking all night, dude. You know how I am right now. I talked to you earlier. I told you what my condition is, my man.
What my condition is?
Well, I mean, there's certain levels of things.
I'm gonna let you go, so I'll get on live.
All right, baby doll. I'll talk to you soon. Love you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. I was talking to my girlfriend, whatever. It's funny. I'm in kind of a conundrum right now. So, I'll just talk to you about it privately later. Let's put it this way. I've got a date for the Christmas party at work on Saturday, and it's not her. Well, she lives in Tulsa anyway. And I mean, she's like this church lady kind of thing, but I don't know, she's been interested in hanging out with me lately. So I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing. Whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Nick's on the bench with the V6. He's got a click in the rear end, so I gotta take the rear end out of it and make sure it's all right. Do I feel like doing it? Not really, but oh man, it's been a rough one. I hate being injured so bad that I can't work. I really do. Oh, one of the bodies is done, but it's ugly as hell if you want to see it. Hi, Amy. Yeah, I think it looks like hell, dude. The back is, you can't really see it here, but it's 4 color changing. It's green, purple, teal, and orange, I think. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I got impatient and fucked it all up. Whatever. I do shit like that sometimes. And now I've got to paint Nick's body. So Nick says, hey, I told him we're going to this new park over the weekend. So he's like, well, I need my new body done for my truck. I'm like, all right. Well, how are you going to paint it? And he goes, well, I thought you could paint it. I'm like, okay, no problem. How do you want it? Well, I want it green. Okay. What kind of green? Just green. Okay, can I add a color? Yeah, sure. Okay, how about green and black? Okay. So I'm like, all right, well, I have no clue how I'm going to paint this thing, right? So I go to the hobby shop and I'm going through stencils and I'm like, ooh. And where is it? Shit. I'll grab it. Hold on a second. Shit. Where the fuck did I put it? Oh, here it is. So I grabbed this. They're green and black, right? I mean, you can't beat that. So I got a what's it called? Clover green metallic. And just straight up black. So I think that'll look kind of cool. I think I'll do the green as the main color, and then the black is the spots. Just a thought. I don't know. You know what I mean? I think it's a bad habit. You know, I should put some fucking music on. Oh, these definitely worked hard enough. All right. Apparently, I wasn't the last person for these wheel nuts on. Didn't involve taking them off with a torch. Definitely got my hubs though. That's just the way it is. That's a little tight, isn't it? Shit, sorry. Some breathing room there. All right. There we go. All right. So, give me a second. I'll get the drill. I'm just serious. I'm so lackadaisical right now, man. Seriously, like after work and everything else, I'm just tired. Oh yeah, I care. Oh shit! Oh, my phone is still on charge. Okay, cool. You think, man? I don't know. I mean, all right. I'll give it to you. It's not bad, but it's not my vision. It's not what I was trying to do. So maybe that's why I'm upset with it. Plus, here's another problem I have. All right, look at it closely. See these like swirls in the paint, where it looks like faded and like it's some kind of pattern. You know what that is? That's glue residue, bro. Yeah, that's leftovers from peeling off the stencils. So like, it's a cool, like pattern. It looks like you did something crazy, like hand rubbed lacquer or some shit, but it's not on purpose. Okay. Yeah, I can't answer a message here right now. Remember hubs. Cool. Good, man. Yeah, well, I mean, you need them. I'm surprised your plastic ones lasted that freaking long, bro. I'm still running sleeves on the aluminum ones too. I don't sleeve the aluminum ones, but I sleeve the control arm on the outside. It lasts longer as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, dude, I've had HR hubs on everything forever. Well, I don't think the Spider doesn't have them. I actually have a pair of. No, I just put them on the Spider. I had a pair of aluminum ones that I hadn't had on a car yet because they were fire recovery ones. Yeah, I was going to order M2C rear shock tower for the Creighton this week, but I never got around to it. Plus, I've still got a broken standoff from that hit at the park the other night. By the way, bro, in the nicest way possible, that video was insane, dude. Insane. Like, you just owned that bitch like no tomorrow. Dude, you and that park are kin. Yeah, I get that because that's like, I mean, you're talking an ounce or two total. You know, I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Plus, it's also unsprung weight because it's on the outside of the suspension, which affects handling in a big way. But I mean, you know, I've always thought of this as bashing and just, you know, I mean, I'm not running aluminum control arms or some stupid shit, but it's like, you know, what are you? Okay. Why are you still wanting me to have a messenger? Ah. No, what the fuck should I say? No competition. Some people just don't get it. I mean, honestly, please don't be so competitive. Anyway, I apologize, Amy, if you're still there. It's not like that, not even remotely. You can ask my contributor of. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to say anything that'll get me in trouble, you know, just because I'm trying to make up something funny. That's the last thing I wanted to do, but there I go. Fucking sticking myself in a hole again. Anyway, I guess I better get on this fucking differential. Things are going so well, too. Where's my bill? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was drilling holes in bodies the other night, so it's probably somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? What is that? Heath Harmony? Something like that? I'm sorry. I don't mean to mispronounce, man. I'm just, it's kind of hard to read. I'm getting old. What's going on, man? Welcome to the channel. How are you doing this fine evening? Oh, it's got to be replaced. What I have on the link. All right. Well, I've got a clicking rear differential here. That's what I'm going after right now. It's my roommate's Nick's 6S V6. And he said things are making a bang. So we'll go and see what his lash looks like and go from there. Sort of smack you in the camera there. Get this back end off this car. And then let's see what's going on with it. Yeah. And that last one actually fell into my shoe. Kind of funny. It's cute. All right. That's it. So let's see here. Oh yeah, that's no good. Yeah, that is a ton of play, and you see the pinion's got some wear on it. Hopefully, the ring gear is intact. No, it's not. All right, so if you look closely at the ring gear, there you go. If you watch the teeth, you see that flat spot right there. Yeah, that's the spot where you're skipping. So that ring gear is done. So, in a perfect world, you would replace everything. And thank Nick's lucky stars, I just happen to have a brand new differential that I assembled the other night on the channel to make my last differential building video. So I'm just going to swap the assembly, call it a day, and charge them for the parts. Because that's kind of the agreement we have. Just got you booted off for some reason. Oh, okay. Oh, Heather Emery. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I couldn't read your damn name. Dude, bro, send them my way. Put my name on it. I'll take them on. I don't care, man. I mean, if that's actually the grade of steel that comes in the car, dude, I mean, it's crap. Obviously crap. It's obviously low carbon steel. It's pot metal. However, I do have to ask you this question. Were you comparing a straight tooth gear to a helical cut gear? I can't remember if that's what I saw or not, but I think it was. Okay, well, in that case, I don't care if it's helical cut or straight cut because it's the X Max versus a 6S. I mean, dude, you've already got them beat. Don't even worry about it. And you know what's funny? If I totally change out Nick's C&D blocks, well, I'm not going to change that back one. That's JC. But if I change out the front block and put 5 degrees of toe in this thing and the opposite of anti-squat, you think he'll notice? I'm not going to do it because of where we're going this weekend. We're going to a new park down in Lehigh Acres. If you're into punk rock, there's a song called Lehigh Acres by a band called Against Me. It's pretty accurate, too. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's got the smaller screws in it. Yeah, it's about that. That's one thing I love about the design of these things. They're so modular. You know, it just works. So that's that. Turn this one down. Let's see. Nice. Okay. Unknown message. That's what I need right now. Where in the hell is what you have? There, 2. Sorry. All right. There's that. I think I'll swap the cover just to give it a little more strength. Oh, dude, no, absolutely no. No offense, I stopped really looking after you doubled the amount of time you were beating the ARRMA one. Yes, it's obvious. Strength comparison. It's just, I don't know. I'm thinking like a close up of the grain structure or something else like that would be beneficial in solidifying, the proof, because, they're going to come at you from every angle with that. They're going to be like, oh, well, you did this and this. Oh, and you could tell the camera was changed. And, even though half it's going to be BS. But, no, you might want to take the bolts out first, stupid. It's just like, you got to CYA from every angle, dude, because you're going to, you're stirring up a bee's nest, which is fine, because it's just bees. It's not like it's hornets. Hornets are more intelligent, but you got to CYA from every angle. So you've got, straight up, well, you know what, dude, look at this. It's like, you don't want to have any open doubt. That's all. I'm just trying to, I don't know, put in my 2 cents, I guess. Yeah, it's just kind of my whole thought pattern around the whole thing. I'd do the same thing. Don't get me wrong, dude. And I do it spitefully. I do it angrily. But I would make absolutely sure that I had every test I knew that could prove the difference between one and the other done and documented in order for no possible rebuttal. There you go. That's my thought on it. Because they have no rebuttal, but they're going to think they do if you don't show them unequivocal proof. Sound like a fucking lawyer. See what you got me doing, dude? Yeah, you need to have unequivocal proof, or however the fuck you say that word, in order to have, 100% chance of nobody even asking the question. Because it's just easier that way. And if you show that many different data points of how this is an absolutely inferior product of all the different aspects of it, such as grain structure, strength, the spark test, which is a known, standard test in any, kind of forging and metallurgy. You take a piece of metal up to a grinder. If the sparks look like fireworks, it's a hardenable steel. If the sparks don't look like fireworks and they're just kind of falling off the metal, then it's not a hardenable steel and it's low carbon steel. So it's not a good grade of steel. And anybody who's watched a whole shitload of Forged in Fire or freaking actually works with metal every day knows that. And, that's just another statement to look how shitty this product is. I'm just saying. If I'm going to slam them, it's going to be unprotested. I know that. You told me that before. I know that also because you told me about that. And I haven't got any yet. But you know what? A lot of the guys in the ARRMA forums are raving about those gears. So don't worry. I will check them out next time. In fact, as soon as I get some backups, some spares, because we're out, I will definitely order some GPMs and check them out. And yeah, I saw they're making the same standard ratio or whatever, 4110s or whatever the fuck they are. Anyway, all right. So yeah, that's just my whole spiel on it. When setting one's house on fire, or when setting your neighbor's house on fire, one should make sure the neighbor can't set yours on fire back. I don't know. That's such a stupid fucking analogy. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get my fucking take on it, dude. Just make sure there's no possibility of rebuttal. Absolute visual proof on everything. You got the strength part fucking down. That is definitely there. I'd give them everything they could possibly ask for. Like when the IRS, in America, when you're scrutinized by the government because they suck, and the Internal Revenue Service comes to freaking audit your ass, you better make damn sure you got all your ducks in a row and receipts for all that shit you try to claim. That's what I'm saying. Cover yo ass. All right, I need to clean my hands because I need to step outside for a second. Outside the room, don't be weird. Yeah, dude. I mean, I know you got it. I know you got your shit figured out, and I know you got everything in place and are ready to pull the trigger. I'm just saying the answer to your question. What would I do? And that is the way that I would handle it. Excuse me. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Yep. So yeah, that's my piece on that. I'm not gonna keep fucking spouting off at the mouth because I really don't need to. And I'm sure nobody wants to hear it anyway about that subject. I'm just gonna slowly put this thing back together. You know, I think this is the first time that I've installed a differential where I can tell somebody, you know what, you can watch me build that on TV. Yeah. Yeah, if I do that, I'm not going to be able to put the axles in. Is that? No, it's not one of my custom ones. Stuck. All right. Right. Just mashed up pieces of fuel hoses down here. That's about right. I don't know how, these were shimmed on the wrong side. Depends on who put them together, I guess. Not liking that. Alright. Don't bite me. Alright. Let me get some stuff fill out. No, I'm still in here. Yeah, me too, man. I mean, that's freaking. Yeah, I mean, it's a little more time consuming. It's just, it can be a headache when you're assembling one for the first time if you got weird tolerances and shit. But I mean, I kind of started doing that because that's kind of the way we do it in the automotive world. Yeah, you got to take it apart and put it back together a couple times because you got to get it perfect because it's got to last 200,000 miles. So, I mean, yeah, is it a little over-engineered for RC shit? Probably, but does it work? Yeah. So, I mean, I think I explained it pretty well in the last video, don't you? I mean, I went through the process at least. Yeah, there's a little bit of extra shit in there. A little bag down. I mean, on the axles. I'm not talking about the rear ends. This one's actually pretty damn perfect. No. Fun thing about emotion shocks, they don't really work until you compress them 3 or 4 times. Whatever. Oh boy, and even better, I got both you on at the same time. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to do this live on a reviewable recording, so I'm gonna go over it with both of you when I'm done. I mean, there's absolutely no reason for any jealousy on any side. It's a completely different situation. And I'm sure you both would agree of having a nice talk. Thank you for stopping by, Heather. I'm not kicking you out. It's just kind of funny. All right. Amy, who's also in the room, is like kind of my girlfriend in Tulsa. We've been talking, and she's coming down in January. So I didn't mention anything to you because we're not like dating, you know. So I was going to before the party, but I didn't see any reason to do that before. You know, with the whole lead you on joke and whatnot. I didn't worry. I don't want Amy to worry. That's all. No, dude. I don't roll like that. I don't. No. It's like I told both of you. Lying is something I don't do anymore in my life because you always get in trouble no matter what. It's going to catch up with you eventually. It's always better to get it out on the table and tell everybody what's going on. So, glad you guys met each other. Now you can talk about how much a shithead I am. And Mike, why don't you grab a beer and a comfortable lawn chair and sit back and watch the fireworks? I'm just kidding. That would be a funny segue, though. All right. Oh, yeah. We got some metal in the back of this one, don't we? Yeah. That looks like a transmission we had last week. We got a brand new transmission from, a reman from somebody. I forgot who the fuck it was. Dude fired it up. It's for a Jeep. I don't know, Wrangler, big ass, fucked up, Florida Jeep, big old dirt tires, jacked way up in the air, never been off road, one of those. And this dude blew the tranny out of it. So, we sold him a tranny, and we get this used tranny for a reman. And he goes, puts it in, fires it up, and fucking thing's leaking. It's fucking pissing out the side of the transmission, out of the case. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? So he thought it was the pan at first. So he goes to pull the pan down. And inside the pan looks like a fucking stripper's tits. Fucking glitter ball everywhere. Thanks, Mike. I'm glad. I hope you have plenty of personal entertainment as well, my friend. Yeah, so brand new transmission or brand new reman, full of fucking metal. Fucking. This is what the aftermarket company that remanded it for us said. They said, drive it. If it shifts gears, it's yours. Yeah. Hope there's a warranty. Hey, Cool Spawn. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? How's life treating you? How's over the road going? I am not in the mood to work on shit. I am working on shit, but I'm like kind of a little lackadaisical tonight. My hip's been blown out for like 2 days, and I'm just not feeling it. But I'm still here and I'm still ready to make people laugh. Man, you're killing it, dude. Seriously, you've developed a lot over the years. I mean, I've been watching you for a while. I mean, almost as long as Mike, at least a year, I think. Um, yeah, we just kind of hit our 2 year like within a month or so of each other. Um, I still don't really, put any aspect on any of it as far as being monetized or anything like that shit. I'm just having a good time, and I'm happy to meet people like you guys. Because fucking, how would I have ever met Mike? Not a chance in hell, dude. Not even in a weird airport. Or you, Cool Spawn. And some of the other, folks we have Haywire, and some other people. It's just, I'm just having fun, man. And honestly, I'm really glad that YouTube and you guys were here for me after all the shit I've been through in the last year. Because you were, for a while, one of my only outlets for conversation. So thank you for that. It's been a rough 48 months. What? What does that even mean? Okay, I knew this was gonna happen. Somebody took something wrong. Oh yeah, no, it's freezing where it is. It's like fucking 14 or some shit. Yeah, no, I don't have a window that's openable because they put a fucking window shaker in here. But I can open the garage door and open the side door and just, open my flap. If that's cool with you guys. Yeah, I can make it anything in any window. Anyway, all right, so brand new gift in this thing. You're welcome, Nick. Oh yeah, right. We got to put the brewing on first. I think I can back this thing up a little bit. Don't need to be that in tight. But yeah, Nick definitely ate that thing up, and that's bolt failure for sure. So wasn't enough Loctite on that one. I'm still occasionally finding a diff in my collection that gets bolt failure, but it's usually one that I built like 6 months ago because we've really like tightened up that ship since then. And I mean, Mike will tell you my way of doing diffs is kind of a consistently evolving thing. Whenever I find a failure, I find a way to fix it or a way to prevent it. I should say, actually, that ain't on the backside. That's way too long. Yep. It's way too long for a stock diff. That one was drilled for sure. All right, let's see what we can put in this thing. You don't want to know your bolt depth. Just take an Allen wrench and stick it in the hole and measure what your depth is. So, can't put the big ones on the outside. Not that big though. That's pretty huge. Looks like a John Holmes. We need to go down to a Peter North. If anybody gets that reference, congratulations. You're my age. God, what the hell is wrong with me? Maybe I shouldn't be on testosterone. All right, that should do it. Yeah, no shit. Fuck. All right, I didn't mean no shit about Utah. Actually, for some reason, I saw Ohio. Probably because somebody asked me about that the other day. I got sent to Nissan school in Ohio once, and oh my god, Ohio's fucked up, dude. 4 seasons in 5 days. Fuck you, I'm good. solid. Oops. Yeah, I see that daily, Heather. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, nice. Good job, Nick. That takes freaking work. Oh, let's see. Let me raise this up. Here's one of my other tricks. Drilling holes in the bottom of your super bumper so you can actually get to your bulkhead screws, tighten them up in between runs, and don't have to take the whole damn bumper off. So you don't end up eating a bulkhead because you had loose screws and didn't know about it. But Nick managed to pull a 3mm right through this thing, so let me get that one and the other one. Yeah, I think this chassis is actually pretty bent in front. It looks like the front end's kind of got a lot more kick up than it should. Yeah, it's already stripped. Very well. Oops. All right. Back to the back end, as they like to say. Oh, no, for sure. I mean, yeah, definitely beautiful state. Just California's right across the way. It's kind of cooler. No offense. I might be biased on that one. I figured you were from Arizona, or maybe you told me before. Cool Spawn, that's cool. Yeah, because me and somebody were talking, and I'm like, yeah, this dude's here, and this dude's here, you know. Yeah, you might have told me before, I think. And I mean, honestly, like if you look at like Breaking Bad, like the house tracks kind of look like almost similar, you know, like just the. It's like you can always tell when you're watching a show that's filmed in Florida if you've ever seen what was that show? NCIS Miami? No, not NCIS. Fucking whatever the fuck it was. Anyway, you know, you can always just tell, okay, that looks like Florida. Okay, that looks like Arizona. You know, especially when you've been there a couple times and you're from California, and you kind of know. But that's all. I was just making a comparison. Just spouting off stupid shit because, let's face it, I've got diarrhea in the mouth tonight. Okay, that one needed to go. Yep. Yeah, it's not quite that bad. It's got a little wiggle. I guess we can use it one more time. Just don't put stripped screws in your stuff because you won't get that shit out. If it goes in and it's not right, it's not going to come out. See, that went in a lot better. What the hell is going on? There we go. You missed the whole captain. Oh, yeah, that's right. These bolt through on these, don't they? On these sixes. I mean, it's a cool design. Don't get me wrong. It's just interesting. Where the fuck did the other one go? Well, Nick, I lost one of your body mounts, but I got your diff changed out. Of course it's back here. I'd have to think about that, bro. When you're talking about pure impact strength, like straight dropping that thing from 40 feet right on the nose. I haven't actually tried to redesign that in my head yet because I haven't had to. On a 6S or 8S? And give me a minute, I'll figure it out. I mean, I got to look at it. I got to finish this part up first, and then I'll look at it. I'm sure I can figure out something. It's just how my brain works. Yeah. So get this dialed in. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, really? She kicked the nut. Nope, kicked it again. All right. Got it. So what I was doing is just reversing and then going forward, reversing, going forward, waiting for that thread to line up on the first thread. That's why I was holding the nut, trying to push it into the bolt. So when it reversed and it actually clicked and caught the first thread, then I knew I could go forward without cross threading. So that's why I was doing that constantly back and forth. I'm not trying to annoy you with drill noises. 6S. Okay. Yeah, I know. I absolutely understand. I haven't seen the scorch block yet. Okay, so we're just trying to keep the bumper from coming off the front of the car, right? And it's only bolted on by the 3 in the front and then the 2 in the back, and the bumper spring. That's the key to it right there, is the bumper spring. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so a lot. Let me look at it in a second. Let me finish this up because I will forget to do this if I don't do it now. Trust me on that one. Put an alarm in my phone or some shit. I love how this thing's not even bent yet. It's amazing. I mean, they really did help out with the 6S V6 platform, but I hate how half of my cool ideas that I invented before with the 5 or the V5 just got put on shit because we figured it out and re-released it to the public. Okay, let me look at this here. First of all, the bumper spring is way too goddamn small. Well, it's a notorious bumper. You talking about Super Bash bumper, right? Well, I mean, if the bumper comes off and the spring doesn't, then that kind of tells you that. We're talking about the Super Bash, right? Bigger bumper. No, I gotta grab the Creighton. I gotta grab the Creighton anyway, so I gotta put a damn what do you call it on it? And bolt Nick's tires on properly so he doesn't fuck it up later. And then I'll grab the Creighton and take a peek at it. See, extra screws is not a bad thing. It just means you replaced a lot, right? Custom little monkey wrench. Really? There you go, sucker. There you go. There's the other one. Do I have them? Shit. No walnut. Alright, well, damn. This thing out anyway. Yeah, where the shit did that just go? I don't have all the way around. Fuck. Okay. Oh, shithead. I usually do the other way around. Okay, so there's that. 3 screws in front block, 2 in the B block, right? And bumper spring. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, I mean, they both go that way, whether you're running the Notorious or the Creighton Super Bumper, because the Creighton Super Bumper uses a bigger spring. Hence, this is larger than that, I think. Yeah, see, little baby spring. There, hold on. See, little spring, big spring. So which bumper do you want me to improve? I can tell you one way to improve that one. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? But which bumper spring? Because that changes the design parameters. Okay, Super Bash, you told me. Okay, sorry, I didn't read that far back. Got it. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. All right, I got it. Okay, so you make a rod that comes down from the shock tower, and the screws for here actually come in from the bottom and go into that rod, and it's like got a threaded ends on both sides. So you put bolts in through the back. You may drill a hole in the shock tower maybe, and then it picks up there, and then you could even like X brace it off, to strengthen it, and that would keep the bumper from going back too hard. So, however, being metal, that would be a collapsible structure because it, just like having control arms. But if you could do something maybe in plastic that it would sit on, or maybe a bumper spring that would sit up extra high, and the screws come in from the back of the shock tower to go into it, and it's just like a big old, like flexible, like not solid, so like a bunch of airspace in it, so it's flexible and squishy, and well, not squishy, but collapsible. There you go. That's my brain. That's what it does. Does that work? Or you want another one? I can make another one. Single piece bumper spring. You'd have to have recessed holes, obviously, to get the bolts back in it, but it could take up the whole space and come up like at an angle, and like I said, be open cell kind of ish, plastic or polyurethane, and have screws come from the back of the shock tower. You'd have to drill your own holes, but drill it into that, and that would just, or even it could just sit on it. That would keep it from going this way. So I mean, as long as it's attached here and it's pushing against here, so it's solid, then, or not solid, but butting up against it, then that would keep it from going like this, which would keep from ripping the bottom off of this. Does that make sense? Yeah, I know, they both do. Yeah, that's a byproduct of smashing this in this direction. So if this doesn't flex this way, then it doesn't pull these screws out. That's my point. As far as the back of any ARRMA 6S goes, we're right here. That's the only thing you need. That is a genius idea, and it's perfectly built to do what it's supposed to do, and it's one tough mother. Obviously, I put a little nick in it back here, but you guys see that? Kind of popped a little piece of metal off of it and stuck it sideways in there. But that is the cat's meow as far as I'm concerned. If it comes to a rear skid plate for, I'm going to get one for my Notorious. I haven't yet, because I'm actually running a Losi. I'm running a what the hell is it? Team Losi Racing Tuned or whatever, TRL. No, that's a stupid show name. What the fuck? I'm running the freaking the Typhon TRL, I guess it is, chassis. It's 36 grams lighter than the stock Notorious, and it's way stronger. Anyway. Yeah, I mean that's the only way I see to improve it without screwing up the bottom, because you really need this, especially if you're going to be launching off quarters at freaking like 60 miles an hour. You got to have some plastic in the front, and I really like having the connection in the B block on the back of the bumper because it really holds it intact. But if you want it to not rip these off, you need to stop this movement, and this movement is what's doing it, and it's doing that because this is going flat when you plow it into the ground from 40 feet in the air. So that's the basic physics. So all you got to do is make a block that keeps it from doing it, and it can be, not solid or anything, but just a plastic thing where you put the screws in from the bottom and countersink them yourself and screw it into that thing at there, and then you screw into the top of your A block from recessed holes that have wide enough hole to put the screw in, and then have it butt up against the shock tower so that you limit this motion and it doesn't rip the screws out. Is that enough for like this autistic genius or whatever? I'm just kidding. Fucking genius bullshit. Anyway, that's what I would do if I had a fucking 3D printer. Just kidding, buddy. I love you. So yeah, I mean that's if you want to stop ripping the screws off the back, you have to limit the motion. So you put some nice little plastic, artistically designed collapsible, or not collapsible, but springable doodad between here and here. There, done. That's it. Anything else? I mean, how do you think I came up with the Big 20, which I still haven't produced, and I probably never will because they'll have the 7S out, or the V7 out by then. It's just I can't get myself to make this video because it's so tooting my own horn. It's like, look, I developed all these tricks and tips. Look how special I am. I just can't do it, dude. I'm trying to share information freely and make everybody have a better time with our hobby sport. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to. Making friends is an added benefit, I'll give you that. But, I mean, just trying to be cool, man. That's how we are where I come from. Anyway, enough about my fucking terrible life. How the fuck's everybody else doing right now? Anybody need a beer? I'll go get some more right now. Yeah, I think that screw is coming out, huh? Yeah, it's done. That bulkhead's finished. Yep. I mean, you can put nuts on the back of those, but why? Yeah, I might want to bring a bulkhead this weekend. We're going to be down in Lehigh. It's a fucking 51-minute drive according to my GPS doodad, so that means it's probably like half of that if I'm driving. No, I'm just kidding. Ooh, that screw is nasty. It's probably about 50. Well, no, season's kicking right now. The snowbirds are here, so it's probably going to be an hour and a half. Because, goddamn, people can't drive. No offense, Mike. I'm not talking about you. You have a Subaru and you like to get it fun with it. So I'm talking about everybody over 60 from your country, especially the ones from the French part. You know what I'm talking about. They're here. They can't fucking drive. I can't take lunch in 45 minutes anymore because trying to get 5 miles in this town without getting stuck behind some a-hole from Michigan or New Jersey going fucking 10 under the speed limit is not possible. Not until August or April or whatever the fuck. Yeah, this is not working. What the fuck did I have in there? Fucking beast. I'm gonna stick this fucking thing in there. See if that works. There we go. Let's see what I had in there in the first place. And yeah, that thing's drilled out for 3 mil screws. And I know it's a brand new MTC piece. But I run 3 mil screws where I see necessary. There, top plate, elephant ears, battery tray. Probably some things in the back. I can't even remember right now. But bumper spring. Yeah, I enlarge screws wherever I see necessary. I know why. Because most plates down here that are recognizable as Canada are Ontario plates. Is that your version of Florida? God's waiting room? Oh, man, it's funny. That's what we call it. Or that's what I call it anyway. All right. Let's get this thing out of here. Where is my net drive? Oh, where can it be? Well, what's up, other people who aren't commenting? Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you're being entertained and having a good time. Thank you for flying 941 Bachelors Airlines. I'm your pilot, Captain Logan Gamble. Next to me is my co-pilot, Captain Jim Beam. We'll be flying at 32,420 feet. Please prepare for liftoff and return your students to our upright and locked position, if you will. How you like that shit? Like I said, bro, I'm in the mood. Every once in a while, I get interesting. I kind of suck for the most part. Janice gave me her header. And I want the two of you to know that neither of you is a replacement for either one on any freaking level. You guys are completely separate. I cherish you both in different ways. Yeah, that's some awkward shit to have right in the middle of your fucking live stream, isn't it? Welcome to today's episode of As the Wrench Turns. Come on, you. Oh, that's fun. It's almost like this 200 I worked on today where I had to do a recirculating door blind motor for AC. Stuffed right against the side of the firewall. Barely easy to get to. I used a screwdriver that was that long, literally. So you take one finger and you go like this to get the two screws out of the damn thing. Take it out. All right. That'll work for now. Until I get some new MPC monsters to work. Yeah, but that's the problem, is that's a high, dude. You guys have been, like, your area, Cool Spawn, has been noted as one of the best places to live in the country, like top 5 for the past 5 years, bro. I'm serious. Because I know, the only reason I know that is because Punta Gorda used to be like one of the biggest top 5s in the country places to move, especially for retirees. And you guys took that over from us like 5 years ago. So I just know that because of that, because I don't really give a fuck. I know how every place is, and I don't want to live here. I'd much rather live where you are, or almost anywhere else for that matter. In fact, I'm going to start a GoFundMe. If you want to know how much I hate this state and you're Florida bred, then you can kick me out of it. I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, dude, freaking, you guys are like huge like that. So that's why, because you get all these older people moving in that have been driving in a different state all their lives, and they have no idea how the traffic laws or the unwritten traffic laws work wherever you are. Well, you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's what happened. Same shit down here, dude. But down here, it's like 6 months on, 6 months off. Problem is, a lot of them keep their cars down here, or keep a car down here with Florida plates. So we can't exactly identify them until they've already completely fucked up everything. Man, I do like that stance with those extended shocks. Running rear shock rods in the front. Just for the extra travel. Slamming this thing off of jumps. And man, it really helps. It does. Speaking of shocks, I think my rears on my Notorious are fucked up because they do not work the way they should be. I was watching that video the other night that I put up me freestyling at the skate park and shit. And man, they are compressing a lot under acceleration. So I think I've got a little bit of a lack of fluid in the back, unlike a diabetic's leg. Boy, that was gross. Why did I even think of that? That was mean. Anyway, west of Phoenix, Avondale. I've heard of Avondale actually. Freaking, I think one of the guys in Authority Zero is from Avondale, dude. That's cool. That's like one of my favorite bands, top 5 for sure. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Oh look, I've got a scheduled digest for 941 Bashers and 5 more. I'll definitely check out those 941 Basher guys as soon as I can. Oh, if anybody wants to see something cool real quick, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the video where I drive into a TV at 60 miles an hour with an RC car, but if you have, that's the drive shaft that came out of the front of that. That's the Mojave front drive shaft with a crack in it. Well, I mean, it looks like the beginning of my name. Anyway, so just a little, I don't know, cool history for a video you might have seen or not. I don't know. I guess that would be kind of cool to see some of the actual nostalgia to it. Brody's barking for some reason. Oh, no, that's not Brody. That's a fucking land manatee. My mom's got a fucking 200-pound fucking Newfoundland that has no waist. It's shaped like a jelly bean. I grew up around Newfoundlands. They're not shaped that way. Yeah, I do for sure. Sun Lakes, I don't know. Yeah, I'm originally from north of San Francisco, a little town called Petaluma, between San Francisco and Santa Rosa, which is where George Carlin did his last set, if anybody's a huge comedy fan. And also where Charles Schultz was lived all his life and drew Snoopy and all that cool shit. I met the guy once. Anyway, yeah. So my ideal lifestyle and weather pattern and amount of culture I prefer in an area I live is not being met, to say the least, and hasn't for 30 years. But the fucking economy is so fucking bass backwards down here that you can't get out of it. And, my first house I bought for $180, sold for $218, I think, like 6 years ago. That piece of property in my hometown would be worth probably $700,000. Yeah, but it wouldn't have a backyard at all. It'd be like the fence like 3 feet behind your house. Yeah, it's expensive, man. But I would get paid $100 plus an hour out there for what I do, which ain't bad. But you got to do it. You got to just go balls out and fucking just say, fuck it, I'm moving. I mean, and hey, if I want to do it, this is the fucking time. I have no belongings because my house burned down. I can fit all my shit in a small U-Haul. Well, with a trailer because it's my second car, but actually I need a trailer and a driver. Anyway, and just fucking do it. I got people out there to put me up, but taking a leap of faith like that is fucking, at this age, bro, that's hardcore. It's fucking killer. I mean, I've been toying with the idea. I haven't been seriously considering it yet, but I really do miss home. I'll never call Florida my home. There's no doubt about that. We have a website dedicated to Florida man statements in the newspapers. Fuck this place. Some dude ate somebody's face in Miami because he was on bath salts. Basalt. You think I want to live here? No. What did I miss? Stella. No, I won't work on cars up there, dude. Nope. Anything with salt? Nope, not going to do it. No way in hell. We have one oxyacetylene torch between 19 bays. Anywhere past like North Carolina, there's one in every single fucking bay because they don't take parts off of cars. They cut them off. I'm good. I'm real good. Yeah, no. We get enough salt cars down here, man. We know. We've had a lot of stuff lately where, you know, for gas tanks falling out of the damn thing because the straps rusted through, control arms breaking off. We had a Subaru with an axle that broke in half, the front right axle, because it was so rusted. Yeah, drove down from up north. Yeah, dude. No. I'm good. Totally good. I am not doing what I do for a living up north. There's no way in hell. I mean, I'm already in like the most terrible spot I can imagine to be weather-wise, except for maybe the tropics. I don't know. It might get worse. Well, this is tropical, but it might get worse if you go farther south. Well, the accent does. I know that. Until you get to Key West, that's a whole different accent. Trust me. Oh, shit. Dude, I know. Dude, when I saw your calipers, I was like, oh my God, no. You see the video on the automotive channel about rusty parts where I was cutting off somebody's wheel cylinder on drum brakes on the back of a Focus? Yeah. Yeah, dude. It took me an hour to get that fucker off. That's two 10-millimeter bolts. Hey, cool spot, man. Thanks for coming by, dude. You're awesome, man. Thank you for all the support and keep rocking. I'm sorry I haven't been hitting all your videos. I'm trying to. Things have been crazy lately, man. I'm trying to get to all you guys. Take it easy, man. And thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Solid dude, bro. You're a solid dude. Well, it's just the 5 of us, I guess. I'm not watching myself, and I know my mom's not watching, so. Anyway, anybody got anything you want to talk about? As far as I know, everything is solid. Oh, I have new parts. That's right. Okay. All right. I'm already running the 6S rear ends on both the trucks. The 6S wing mount or V6 wing mount. Sorry. But I have a new one, and I don't have one on the Typhon. Spider or whatever, and I have a new wing. This one needs a new wing, something fierce. So I think I'll just put it on this one. Why does this keep sagging? I'm tighten up my little things here. That's got to be a weird feeling. I'm sinking. All right. All right. If anybody else wants to see the new body, say so. I think I fucked it up pretty bad, but I've got 2 more I've got to make before Sunday. Because Nick needs a new one for his V6, the first car I worked on, and then I need a new one. That's where I got 5 mil bolts in this thing, I think, or whatever they are. I don't know. Next size up. Yeah. Where's the black one? Nope. Not even remotely yet. Mm-hmm. I can't fit it in the hole, Captain. No, what in the shit is going on here? It's funny, I modify so many cars so many times, I don't even remember what freaking parts I put in them. Just start taking logs like race car drivers do. That's funny. Okay, so this actually is this size, but that thing is pretty damn stripped. So I need to get the 5-inch, and then the other one's bigger, so fun. Fun. Shit over. No, Mike, I gotta tell you something. I came up with this at work. I actually remembered it from the last job I had. So here's the mechanics test, right? If you think you can be a mechanic, take 2 nuts and bolts. Let's say 10 mil by 30 mil with 2 nuts, separate, all of them separate. Put them in one hand, put it behind your back, and put them together. Put 1 nut on each bolt. That's the mechanics test. You won't believe the results you'll get. Yeah, like for some reason the lube techs are really good at this trick. It's kind of funny. All right, so that'll come out right now because I don't want to get your mounts. There you go. Yeah, that thing is on its last leg. That thing bent shit. There you go. Come here, you. No, you don't. That ain't gonna fit. Well, no, well. Oh, that is one angry bolt. What? Shit. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is like a hybrid RPM slash V6 wheelie bar wing monkey bang setup. I don't have a wheelie bar for the new one, so I'm just gonna hook it up because, well, what else are you gonna do, right? Boy, that shock tower is bent to hell, isn't it? That thing is tweaked. Let's straighten that out a little bit real quick while we're here. You guys need to do this now too before I mount the new body so the body mounts actually line up right. Nope, that's a little too far. No, we're still way back on that. Damn. Need a longer wrench. Getting all the way down to it. All right. Well, so I pull these shocks off. That thing needs to be straightened out. It is really ugly. I mean, I could just take it off and pound it out, but how many times have I done that already? Just need a little more leverage on that end. Actually, you know what? It's going to be even quicker. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of getting a bow to it, but it's going straight. This thing needed to be replaced like a year ago, so don't even think that it matters. And seriously, that shock tower is probably original. All right. Right, I thought so. I haven't told Nick yet, no, but I told Logan. Logan loves it. The joke is that Nick is Timu Stevo, so he's a cheap version of Stevo on Jackass. The first time I heard it, I almost lost my shit. Oh man, me and Mike were chatting, and I just fucking lost it. I mean, it's just so fitting. It's fucking great. Poor man Steve-O. I mean, because he is a jackass and he does a lot of dumb shit. Yeah, so you get what you pay for, right? All right, let's get these parts on here. All right, nice fat new wing. Probably slap some nice KK stickers on the side of that. Oh, with these stupid little wing buttons. Look at these little things. Yeah, they expect your wing to stay on with these. No, I don't run those. I run these big old gears because they're useless to me because they came out of a different gear set, have a different style differential that is weak and inferior to what we run. Being the 32 mil diff versus the 29, I don't know. It's whatever it is. All right. So. Yeah, all new bolts, good. Need them. So we're gonna run this no wheelie bar for now, I guess, which kind of sucks because it's kind of a crash structure kind of thing. Oh, wrong bolt. Dumbass. So it kind of helps the back end survive when you come down on it real hard, which I do plan on doing this weekend. Well, not really plan on it, but it's a very good possibility because we're going to a park that has a particular set of skills, being that they have a quarter pipe going off into the distance where it goes over a dirt mound and lands on grass there, and has a very, very large run up because I've been studying some videos and it's come to my attention that if you want to send it, you need a lot of room to build speed, which makes sense why Nick can't fucking jump with the shit because he always hits it at the last second. You got to build up speed before you get to the ramp. The more the better. Where are we going? Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Now we're working. This thing is angry. What are you doing here? Where are you, buddy? Okay. Just shit. Something's angry. I don't know. I feel like it wants to go in all the way. Nope. Ow. Ah, come on. Yep. Oh shit. I didn't want to go on because that shock tower's so fucking bent. It's really twisted now. Whatever. I'm probably gonna break it this weekend anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Like I said, I wanted to order a new one anyway. Hopefully it doesn't do anything to my rear differential housing. Okay, that didn't want to fucking work, man. Yeah, that's not going anytime soon. That thing's so goddamn bad. Whatever. I mean, you do what you can with what you got. So that's just the way shit works. So when in doubt, fucking send it anyway. Because you're still going to have to work on it no matter what you do. Oh, I see this thing is bent way back now. It's not even lining up the holes. Yeah, she's angry. It's probably because I've been outside back so far. All right. Well, fuck you too. So let's have a little tug of war. All right. What the fuck just shifted up there? Something fucking moved. If that bulkhead's that fucking shot, I gotta change it. I'm still not there yet. Yeah. This is kind of the RC car version of fucking Florida Auto Body Works. So I guess in Florida, if you want to fix your car, you got a dent in the bumper, you hook it to a come along, hook it to a tree, and back the fuck up. Okay, Mike, thank you. I'll try to live up to that. In the nicest way possible. You fucker. Dude, I don't even know how far I've gone, dude. I really have never measured it. And I don't have that little radar thing anymore because, you know, I lost it when the fucking house burned down. So, yeah, I'll fucking try, dude. I don't know. I need to order one of those because I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. Now that I've actually had some cash in my life. You motherfucking whore. Dude, this thing is just shit. I mean, it is so fucking twisted. You gotta see what I'm looking at. Like, the bolt holes are like fucking sticking out this way. It's fucking stupid. Fuck me. Alright, well, I gotta get the center brace on because you can't jump without it. You fucking slut. Yeah, and it's the brace that's doing it. It's nothing else. Now that we can work with this thing a little bit. Oh, I see what it is. This side's bent forward. That's what's going on. Right. So that's why it's so unhappy. Yeah. Well, this is going to take more work than I thought. I'm going to have to pull the shocks off and fucking take that piece of shit off of there and pound it out, flatten it out. Yep. More fun than a barrel of angry chipmunks. Oh, okay, got it. Well, I don't know, man. Fucking dude. I know feet about as good as you do because I know you know meters. All right, so fucking, you know, fucking, I can't judge that shit by eyesight, especially on a video. Actually, when I did my ramp not that long ago, I was really surprised at how short a foot is because I remember it as being like, you know, bigger. It's like fucking that. That's it. It's nothing. You know, these cars are all longer than a foot. Yeah. So. Hope I can go to work tomorrow. Actually, I'm so fucked up. All right. Well, I'll bring a tape measure off the lip, right? Right. Somebody's mad at me. Oh, fuck. All right. Yeah, you didn't notice that? Right. So, Mike, so Heather comes down to my work one day with a bunch of toys for the toy drive that they're doing. And all of them were cars, like remote control cars, like little flippy cars and stuff like that. And I was like, well, that's cool, you know, like, it's funny you didn't notice that. Yeah, I did right away, but I mean, I'm a car guy, so, you know, that's what happens. Oh, there we go. After the shocks and the other one. I got a bit of work to do before the weekend. At least Nick's is fucking done. Thanks to my brand new fucking $100 gearbox I just built for a video. Lucky. He's not going to be happy about that. He thought he was getting a bill for paint. He's getting a bill for paint and a fucking gearbox. Well, here's the deal. The Max 6 in the Creighton is running the ARRMA motor, the fucking Spectrum. Fucking what, 20, whatever the fuck. I always forget what the fuck these things are. I can't even read it from here. Anyway, the 1650 Hobby Wing is in the fucking stunt truck. So, and that thing's geared, that thing's got like a 16 on it, so it doesn't haul ass. It just cool backflips though. On the Creighton's running a fucking 19. Yeah. Creighton hauls ass. I mean, it does 60 on grass. Don't get me wrong. Well, it did it with the Hobby Wing. I imagine it probably does pretty cool. It still fucking scoots. Runs a lot cooler though. Yeah, so yeah, fucking 19. I think it's, did I put a 20 on it? I might have. No, that's a 19. It's a 19 with a 50. So yeah, that's what that is. We'll see, buddy. We'll see. We'll see. But I am fully committed to going all the way across that place, as you saw, and slamming that quarter, full chassis, all the way up to the top. 100% throttle, nothing but, and just whatever happens, happens. Hopefully I land it. That would be cool. Still getting used to having that much hang time, man. I mean, you saw what I did in the first big jump I did on the new ramp. You know, I did a single and it was so quick and I had so much more air that I was like, all right, I'm gonna jam a double into it, and I fucked it up because I did it too late. You know, it's like, you know, you still got to think fast, but it's like you got so much more time to do it. You know, you want to do more, but you know, you got to commit to the trick first, you know, and then hit the ramp. You know, if you don't commit to the trick first, then you know, you don't have time to think while you're in the air. So you gotta know what you're doing before you hit it, or what you're going for at least. You know. Hey, what do you think about these carbon fiber upper chassis braces? I don't think that's going to survive in my world. I really don't. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Try to do just a couple of fucking hangers, you know, just let it fly and just, you know, just control a smooth landing, you know, and then get a feel for it and get a timing for it, you know, because it's really about the timing. It's more than anything. How much air time you have, which direction the ramp tends to naturally throw you, because some throw you into a front flip, some throw you into a back flip, and you know, and just do just lazy hitters, you know, a couple times to get a feel for it, and then start pushing up and maybe going into flips and shit. Yeah, I'm that's something I usually don't do, but I was intending on it this weekend. Things need to change a little bit in our repertoire, which they have, obviously. I mean, we've gotten a camera as of lately, and we got another camera now. Thank you, Mike. You're fucking awesome. You know, we're hitting a new park. Nick's bringing it. I'm thinking he's bringing the 8. He better bring the 8. Because John's down there. John's got another 8. John's got another 6 Notorious. And he's got a bunch of little stuff too. A bunch of I don't know, sentence, or I don't know. He's got a bunch of little ARRMA stuff. I don't know the lineup like you do, man. So I mean, it should be awesome. And I'm definitely bringing parts and shit, because we're gonna be in a park. We're gonna be 50 miles away, or no, 50 minutes away. 38 miles, some shit. I don't know how they figure that, but yeah, you know, it's going to be to the point where it's like you're far enough away where you want to spend the time to fix the car if you break it, because you don't want to, you know, just pack it in for the day when you know, you have to drive so far and be like, I should have fixed the car the whole way home. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna end it because I want to sit and think for a while, kind of brainstorm my next couple days, all the shit I've got to do, and everything that's got to be accomplished before Sunday and before Saturday and before Saturday night or Saturday evening, I should say, midday, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'd like to clean my room at some point. I have 2 more bodies to paint. And I'm not going to do that shit live because it's boring as fuck. I am tired, Heather. I'm very tired. Because I've been working, even though I'm injured, which has been taking a lot more out of me because it's really hard to walk when you can't feel your fucking leg. And it's frustrating and it's terrifying and it sucks. And, it's part of my life right at the moment. But what are you going to do? I'm just going to keep on trucking. So I'm just going to keep on doing what I do. But usually when I'm sitting still and not doing anything, I'm not sitting still and not doing anything. I'm brainstorming exactly what order I'm going to do all the next 10 things in because they've got to get done. And if you don't do them in an efficient manner, they're not going to get done. So that's what I'm going to do. Not to mention I have to figure out when I'm going to cut my hair, when I'm going to take a shower, when I'm going to brush my teeth, when I'm going to have a midnight snack. That's important shit. But yeah, I'll be up at least till midnight. I only sleep like 5 hours a night anyway. So, ladies and jelly spoons, I bid you adieu. I appreciate your patronage in tonight's live stream. Anybody who has an opinion on it, I'm thinking about changing the time to an earlier slot on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or maybe switching one day to a Friday or a Monday. I don't know. I'm just trying to make it more easier to view for other people because some people have schedules and shit, and I'm trying to be all things to everyone because I'm stupid and I try that. So let me know if you have any opinion on it, and I will talk to all of you. Some of you sooner than later, some of you later than sooner. But I bid you adieu. Good night and Godspeed, and keep on batching.